What is going on, people? Leo here from Creative Tech Lab, and today we're talking about how to customize your aspect ratios in Final Cut Pro to maximize screen size in your YouTube videos. So let's get into it. But first and foremost, welcome to Creative Tech Lab. My name is Leo. This is the YouTube channel to accompany our website, creativetechlab.com. If this is your first time here, welcome, stick around, hopefully you like this video. And just a quick shout out to everybody that has subscribed so far. We are getting close to our first bigger goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers, so thank you for everybody that has done so far. It is greatly appreciated. So aspect ratio, specifically we're talking about how to get a 2:1 aspect ratio and why you would want to do that. So most video cameras that you're shooting on, I'm shooting on an A6400 right now, shoot in standard 16:9 aspect ratios. However, most modern day cell phones like this iPhone X, or this is the XX I guess, has a wider aspect ratio. So if you ever look when you're viewing on the cell phone, you get black bars on the side of your video because you're not maximizing that full screen there. Now people can always full screen it, but then they're cropping into your image and it's not exactly how you want the video to look. So I've been looking for a way to do it, but I edit in Final Cut Pro, and a lot of people that have shown how to do it in Premiere Pro, and it works quite a bit differently. So I did my research, came up with, figured out how to do it, and this is what we do. So let's jump into the software and we'll show you what's going on there. So we're in Final Cut Pro here. And what we want to do is create a new project, and I'll just do it in one of these events that I'm already in, and this shows you how to do it. So I'm gonna go here and go new and go to project, and you'll see that it defaults here. Let's name this aspect ratio test. And you see 4K video, which is what I shoot in 4K, defaults to 3840 by 2160. However, you're gonna go down here, you're gonna go to custom, and you're still gonna keep the 3840, but instead here on your height, you're gonna do 1920, and that is going to give you a 2:1 aspect ratio there. If you come over here to the inspector, you'll see that your new project has the 38:40 by 1920 there. So let's go ahead, open that up, and drop a clip onto the timeline there. So I have a clip here. You're gonna see that there's some black lines on the side here, and that's because we need to scale the clip up in order for it to fit. You could eyeball it, of course, but the specific actual math is 112.5%. That's what I came across on the internet. A couple people have some other explanations there, but 112.5%, and you see you've now gotten rid of the lines on the side there, and then you have a clip. Pro tip from when I came up on this, or for the people that do it this way, I actually did watch a video from, I believe it was 9to5 Mac, and what he was saying was, if it is that you do have a bunch of clips like this here, you can come into here and save effects preset, and we're gonna name that 2:1 aspect ratio, say ratio scale. And that way, if you do have, say, another clip, let's go ahead and drop this clip onto the timeline. You see it has the bars, but I can come into my effects here. You see the 2:1 aspect ratio scale there. You could just drop it on, and then it just goes ahead and scales it there for you. The other way that I do it there is if I do have a bunch of other clips, let me find another clip there and put that onto the timeline. You can always just come here, copy, and come here, Shift Command V, and then you'll get the scaling on there, and that will fix it as well. So either which way you do it, but I did think that was a cool little pro tip there from 9to5 Mac to save it as a preset. So that way you can always just drop it onto the original clip if you don't really remember to type in 112.5% every single time, or just drop it on whatever clip that you need to. And then you can still do this, the special paste there across the different timelines. Now, the only other thing I will say in terms of this here, you do lose a little bit on the top or the bottom, so you kind of need to make sure that you do have some room on the framing, especially if you're shooting talking head videos like this. You want to give yourself some headroom because you're going to cut a little bit off of the top there, and I'll just show you here. If you do need to reframe though, you can always come up or come down there, as you can see. So you do have a little bit more room to play around with on the top and the bottom there if you do need to reframe. So we do need to talk about a little bit about the downside there. The only real downside that most people say is that if you're watching on a bigger screen, say on a computer screen or on a TV or something, then it does give you bars on the top and the bottom. But what I would say to that is a lot of TV shows already shoot like that, and it does kind of give your video a little bit more cinematic look per se. It's not a big issue, and the main reason you want to go ahead and do that anyway, because most people are watching content on a cell phone anyway. This is not something that is just on YouTube. Most people are reading articles on a cell phone. Even in this particular niche with creatives who watch a lot of stuff online, I still find myself watching at least half of the content that I consume on YouTube on a mobile device. So if it looks better on a mobile device, that's probably what you want to do there. So I'm not gonna ramble on this video. If this video helped you out in any way, shape, or form, please go ahead, drop it a like, share it with your other creative friends if that's what you choose to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. We talk a lot about run and gun and videography here on the channel right now. So if you're into that kind of thing, check out some of the other videos, and there's a lot more to come, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.